I'm thankful that you did me wrong, cause now I got it right, I promise you gon' miss me gone. I done seen it all like the first picture phone. They wishing on my downfall with the wishing bone.
Stay in Rice Street when they arrested you on that probation warrant, and you stayed there for several weeks, correct?
Yes.
The individual rooms are small, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And everything is made of either concrete or metal, correct?
Yes.
All right. Most of the time you have a cellmate.
All the time.
Okay. No privacy.
Correct.
Showers in common areas.
Correct.
You don't get a special room to use the bathroom.
Right.
It's filthy. You talked about feces.
All the time.
When you, on the ground, on the walls, things like that?
Yes.
Standing water in the showers?
Who?
Standing water?
We call it nut juice.
What do you call it?
Nut juice.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Sharp, let's get on. We're painting the picture. Let's get on with what you want to ask.
Your stay in Rice Street.
Now, unless you're on Cloud 10, Rock, how you heard the motherfucking word? What's good, y'all? It's yours truly. Once again, HeartBreak Ace. Familiar with my content or not, hit that like, comment, subscribe so the algorithm gets breaking content every time I upload. You see the algorithm, man, he probably holding his eye, leaking. Pause. Cause I had to deck him in his eye again. He always in his feelings, minding my business, man. Now, I know comments your sister algorithm, but she with me now. He gonna ask me what I had to do, what I had to say to get his sister to be stuck on me so long like that. I told him, in the words of one of my goats, 50, I got no pickup lines, I stay on my grind. I tell her all the time, get in my car. You just make sure you people get these videos so they can like and subscribe, man. All jokes aside of what we here, man. Free Thugger till his back was once again. This is day 120 of the YSL RICO case, or day 119 again, I'm not sure. But the infamous gray Infiniti sedan. If you didn't know, that's the vehicle that was used in the murder of Donovan Thomas. The reason why this YSL RICO case even happening right now against Young Thug, Jeffrey Williams. And if people didn't know, Young Thug rented that. He did rent the Infiniti, but he rented it for Lil Woody because Lil Woody asked him to rent it for him, with no reason behind it. Because you watching my previous videos, or those from Atlanta that know Young Thug, they know he generous like that. He don't really ask no questions. You my man, I got you. And that's what he did. Unfortunately for Young Thug, that same sedan that he rented was used to kill Donovan Thomas. Now, the defense is going to fight the case again. They're going to cross-examine Woody again. My this? The one that's recalling shit now. Or the bubble guts, my thumb hut, about my thumb hut. That nigga, you know what I'm saying? They start cross-examining him, and they gonna make a very, it's gonna be very evident what they trying to say. When he first did the interrogation back in 2015, his first statement was he never owned or was driving Infiniti, a gray Infiniti. Well, as y'all know now, if you've made it to this point, that was a lie. And he also said he gave the car to his best friend, Threat, which is dead. That was true, maybe, because he said that he wrecked the car. And it's a very good coincidence. He wrecked the car and gave it to Threat, and a couple hours later, Nut was killed. When he said he was asleep, didn't know nothing about it. I know, it sounds crazy, right? Well, I ain't got to keep talking, man. You already know what we doing when I op on the block. We can't sit there. Plus, Woody over there trying to get him telling everything, man. So we got to knock him off too, y'all. Let's go. You know what we doing. Let's spin the block.
Your testimony is that you told many lies in these interviews in 2015, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I would like to just review with you some of the lies that you told, okay?
All right.
All right, thank you. First of all, I want to talk to you about the gray Infiniti. Okay?
I'm listening.
All right. Through the questioning of the police, and I don't know, maybe through other information that you've been given, you're aware that there's a surveillance video of the shooting of Donovan Thomas, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And you're aware that the surveillance video shows a gray sedan, correct?
Yes.
And you're aware that the police believe it to be an Infiniti, correct?
They put it on the news.
Okay. Your Honor, I'm going to ask Mr. Kokomo to publish DS-19A, which is a clip from States 378 Yankee A, which is the January 11, 2015 interview from 3/18/47 to 3/19/38.
Who's Walter Lee Maddox? Who? Who's Walter Maddox? No name? Did y'all ever rent or own an Infiniti? Infiniti? Y'all ever rent one of those cars before? Have you ever been stopped in an Infiniti before? Yeah. Have an accident in an Infiniti? No. A Maxima? Have I ever had a car wreck in it? No. How do you think? Anytime. I had a car wreck in that Pontiac. That was a couple years ago. I ain't had no car wreck. I ain't had no red sleep. I ain't had none of it.
Okay, this is the same night that Donovan Thomas was shot and killed, correct?
Can you say it again?
This is the same night, this interview was the same night that Donovan Thomas was shot and killed, correct?
I guess.
Okay. And Detective Thorpe, you heard him. He asked if you've ever owned or rented an Infiniti, correct?
That's what he said.
And you said no, right?
Right?
He asked if you ever wrecked an Infiniti, right?
Right?
And you said no.
Right?
Okay. I'm going to publish, Your Honor, with your permission, DS-19B, which is a clip from the same interview on 378 Yankee Alpha, States Exhibit 378 Yankee Alpha from 3/20/28 to 3/20/48.
15, exact, if I'm not mistaken. It was
Now you see something. Now you see now. You done fucked up, you know that, don't you?
I
See what I'm saying?
No, I thought.
No, so
All right, y'all, we back. One too long, like a little quick 5 minute, 10 minute swerve, man. Now, I'm gonna say this. You see him already. He don't even know what to say, man. I don't know. It ain't gonna work with this. You tried it with the prosecutors and they was letting it slide, maybe, because they was trying to use you to get dug. Now it's the defense turn. And they ain't going for none of that, man. The reality is, that's what they keep saying. The context clues are right there in everybody's face. It's in everybody's face. We see the motive. You said too many things that's gonna end up putting you back in jail. You said no matter what threat, whatever goes on with threat, he got beat with somebody that ain't asking no questions. You said you was under the pressure. You ain't even mean to say that, but you said it already. Everybody heard it. You said it in court. That's the reason why you shot Rich Homie Quan's dad building up. Cause Threat had a problem with him. You ain't asked no question. You said let's go. And if everybody should know, or if you don't know, Threat had a beef with Donovan Nutt's little brother as well. So that's where everything transpired from. And Woody, my thuggies, he taking up for his brother. He don't care what it's about. So y'all get what I'm getting at? Y'all used started to get this car to cover y'all tracks. But now it's coming to bite you in your ass, literally. You don't even know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna let the defense dig deeper, pause, into the situation and what transpired the night of Donovan Thomas getting killed. Like he said, the reality is, so they standing on business right now. I don't even know if I need to go over there and get the op, because they might be waiting, man. They probably getting anybody doing anything illegal. But you know how we coming. Pause. We don't care who up there. The op on the block, we gotta go and see. Let's spin the block again.
Y'all ever had a Infiniti Gray?
He's not paying.
Gray? Y'all ever?
Is it up now?
No.
Okay. Could you start it over?
Y'all ever had a Infiniti Gray? gray Infinity Q45 before. A truck? No. A car? Yeah. Not I know of. I actually brother, maybe his car. A red car he had rented or something like that. That's cool. That's cool. I'll be fine.
Okay. In that clip, again, Detective Thorpe asked you about whether you ever had a gray Infinity, correct?
Right.
And you said, not that I know of.
Right.
Okay. Those were your statements on January 11th, 2015, hours after Donovan Thomas was shot, correct?
Right.
Okay. I want to talk to you about the reality. The reality is that you asked Jeffrey Williams to rent you a gray Infinity, correct?
I'm listening.
Or I should say, you asked him to rent you a car, and it ended up being a gray Infinity, correct?
I'm listening.
Okay. The reality is that on the night of June 9th, going into the morning of June 10th, the same day that Donovan Thomas was shot, you were driving that Infinity on the highway, correct?
I don't know. I can't remember when I was driving it.
We just saw your testimony from earlier in this trial.
Yeah, but you being specific about the time. I don't know.
Okay. The reality is,
I don't know when I written on the expressway. That's what I'm saying.
okay. Do you agree that it was, I'm not asking for a time, do you agree that it was on the evening of January 9th? It was nighttime that you wrecked.
It was
correct?
nighttime.
You were speeding on the highway and you hit some cones.
I lost control, yeah.
And that was, I believe in your testimony, you said you wrecked the car and
like a damn snitch.
Oh man, that's cold.
Look like you about ready to go tell on somebody right damn now.
All right, y'all, we back for another little quick 5-minute swerve, man. Wasn't too long, but you see what's going on, right? He's so damn nervous. He got the bubble guts. Oh, the audio ain't playing. When they try to play the video at the beginning, bro, the audio playing. We heard it playing. You trying to figure out what to say to get your ass up out of this situation. Now, it's mighty funny the same night that Donovan Nutt got killed from that same vehicle that you had, you wrecked that car and gave it to Threat. Then you went home and went to sleep, right? That ain't what really happened. But before I even get to what really happened, did you wreck the car? How did you wreck it? Because you was in the speed. It sounded like to me you got in the shootout with him, you shot the boy, and you tried to help him get away and crash that car. And the crazy part about it is, they got the video of all of that. They got the video of you meeting up with Lil D from Cleveland. They got all of that. They even know that you try to stop on the side of the road and fix this bumper. They basically just trying to get you to go ahead and just say that you killed Donovan Nutt Thomas, like you already admitted to the prosecutors, and try to get immunity. They want to hear you say it in the courtroom so Thug can go home. That's all it says. But I ain't gotta let you hear it from me. You know what we doing. Stubborn. The op is very, very stubborn. We gotta make sure we knock his head off. Pause. Let's spin the block again.
you know who I'm talking about?
Yes.
Lil D from Cleveland was in that car, that Infinity, with you on the night you wrecked.
Yes.
Okay. And after wrecking the car, you guys reattached the bumper on the side of the highway, correct?
How you know that?
Is it true?
I'm listening.
Okay. And after you reattached the bumper, that's when you went and pulled up on Threat, Trevante Turner, at a music studio somewhere around Northside Drive, I believe is what you said.
Yes.
Correct? And you gave that car to that Infinity to Trevante Turner.
Yes.
Okay. And in your testimony, you said then you went home, fell asleep, and the next day you woke up, and that's when the Donovan Thomas shooting occurred, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm just working through this with you. I'm not trying to trick you. So based on your testimony, you were driving that car, that Infinity, on the evening of January 9th going into January 10th, correct?
I guess.
Of 2015 with Mr. Zachary.
I guess.
And you gave that Infinity to your good friend, Threat, in the early morning hours of January 10th, 2015, correct?
I gave it to him at nighttime. It was dark.
Okay. So you don't remember if it was before midnight or after midnight. Is that what you're saying?
I don't keep up with the time.
Okay, that's fine. The bottom line is you were specifically asked about that Infinity or an Infinity hours after Donovan Thomas was shot. And you denied ever being in possession of an Infinity, correct?
Say that again.
When you were asked on January 11th, early in the morning, talking to Detective Thorpe, when Detective Thorpe, the lead investigator of the Donovan Thomas murder, asked you about possessing a gray Infinity, you denied that you ever had one, correct?
Right.
Okay. Let's talk about the gun at the Dunbar Rec Center.
Why don't you just give me the money?
I told you, honey, you won't find no money in that pocketbook. I haven't got any money. Not the kind of money you looking for.
$20? Is that
Alright, y'all, we back in a little 5-minute swerve, man. Now, you see, man, it ain't really too much to say, bro. They all tying in together. He don't even know what to say. He was surprised that they even saw everything on camera. They know that you picked up Lil D. They know that y'all on the side of the road when you crashed the car and tried to fix the bumper. They know everything. Only thing he trying to do is get you to say you killed Donovan Thomas or somebody in the car with you did it. But Young Thug ain't had nothing to do with it. You already admitted that he had nothing to do with it. And I believe it. You trying to save face now. And trying to get out yourself because you can't plead the fifth and say you killed Donovan Thomas. So you trying your best not to say that. But they already know. They just going to get you to say it again. You said it to the prosecutors. They want you to get you to say it to the defense and the jury. He's doing very well. The defense, they painting this narrative in the jury head to make it seem like he capable of doing all these malicious acts. And they painting the picture and everybody else said Young Thug is so generous. He didn't even ask. He just gave him the card. I mean, the context clues is in your face. How many times I got to say that? This nigga is fucked up. How you know we did that? How you know we did that? Who told you we did that bumper like that? Come on, negative 50 IQ, man. Give it up, bro. It's over. Your reign on top was shorter than leprechauns. I'm sorry. Free Young Thug till his back. Now, you think I'm playing, man? Just watch how they keep digging deeper and deeper and deeper in this situation to paint the narrative on Woody. Pause. So you know what we doing. Somebody told me the op was still on the block. He leaking, but they say he's still getting up. So we got to go finish the job. So put your seatbelt on, mask off, mask on. Doesn't matter to me. I'm coming with mine off. But you know what we doing for real. Let's spin the block again.
As I understand your testimony, or as I understand your statements, let me back up. I'm sorry. At the Dunbar Rec Center, we're talking about a Diamondback 223 assault rifle, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay, so we're not talking about a handgun. We're talking about a semi-automatic machine gun? Is that a fair assessment?
A chopper.
A chopper. Okay. And in your statements back in 2015, you repeatedly denied possession of that gun, didn't you?
They put it on me.
Okay. And your testimony actually here today is that you were just there playing basketball and they put it on you.
That's what the video would show.
Okay. You specifically said in your statements when you were trying to get out of jail, I ain't do nothing, right?
Right.
Okay. The reality is that you pled to that case in federal court, correct?
Yes.
Okay. In federal court, you acknowledged possessing that gun.
Yes.
Okay. And you were sentenced.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. And and to be fair to you, you served your sentence, right?
Yes.
Okay. Let's talk about the stolen IDs in the rental car and the laptop in the apartment on January.
Yes.
Okay. And you were sentenced.
Yes.
Okay. And and to be fair to you, you served your sentence, right?
Yes.
Okay. Let's talk about the stolen IDs in the rental car and the laptop in the apartment on June 10th, 2015, okay? And that's the day that the federal agents kicked into Sean's door and locked you up. And that's also the same day that you made up the story and lied and said Demekion Garlington told you that Shannon and others were responsible for killing Donovan Thomas, right?
Yes.
Okay. Can you play DS23I for me, Mr. Kokomo? And that's States Exhibit 378 Yankee Echo from June 10th, 2015, from 11:25:01 to 11:26:20.
Like I said, you didn't say that. You said, I said you did that shit. Yeah. Okay. So you want to know now? Need the history, little Mike.
Can you play it again?
Yes, we can.
Like I said, you didn't say that. You said, I said you did that shit. Yeah. Okay. So you want to know now? Need the history, little Mike. Little Mike, please.
In that clip, you're being asked about how those stolen items ended up in your apartment and your rental car, correct?
Yes.
And you're telling the investigators that you didn't do those auto breakings that resulted in those items being stolen, correct?
Right.
You're saying it was Little Mike and Quez from Etheridge?
Yes.
Okay.
You ain't never heard of them? You ain't never heard of them? They mind them. Whatever they call it about them. I'm pretty wait. You pull out the other day about 5 times with y'all and nothing.
There's gonna be a lot of motherfuckers out there.
How am I gonna know it's them?
You.
Well,
Why you got it though?
I don't know it. Why they got it?
Yeah.
Kind of time jewels off of them. What that mean? Make me some money off of them.
What, to sell somebody out there?
Nah, yeah, like, I mean, they like,
No, what the fuck is
they make
that?
money off of them. How did you get it? How did you get it? Shit, then I got it. When they bought the cup. Tay bought the cup at them. Wait a minute, Tay bought the Jeep. Yeah.
Lil D, bro.
No. You know what I'm saying? You talking about Javante. Yeah, you let Javante use the car. Yeah, he's supposed to go to jail. You know what I'm saying? But when they pull that car, I let it go.
Pushing like no paperwork has been changed. You know what I'm saying? So it's like whatever's been getting and how we've been.
All right, y'all, we back, man. We spent the block again. Wasn't too long, man, but we sort of up on the block. This time, you guessed it. We got him. Now, what we doing here for real? It's time to get this shit up, man. Now, I can say Woody, my thought. I can say he was smart enough to connect the dots on Young Thug and asking him to get the Infinity form and all of that. He was smart enough to do that to make it seem like Young Thug did it because the tension that Thug already had with Nut. Thug already had tension with Rich Homie Quan. Thug already had tension with YF and Lucci. All these people that I just named, they was tied in with Nut and they was cool with Nut. So it was easy to put the pieces of the puzzle together and make it seem like Young Thug called a hit out on Donovan Nut Thomas. But I don't think that was the case. They really breaking this down, Paul, to show you the motive, the reason, and all of that. And prior to this, like I said, when Woody was talking to the prosecutors, he kept saying He don't ask no question. If Threat got beef with somebody, let's go. We just shooting shit up. That came out of his mouth. They also made a homicide video with him and Threat in the video, putting the money on the guy's head that looked like Donovan Nut Thomas. Do I need to spell this out for y'all? And in that video, Young Thug wasn't even in that video. It's very, very coincidental that you wrecked this car around 9 o'clock. When you try to act like you don't remember when you was driving, because you already know you fucked up. But it's very coincidental that you was driving this car, got in a wreck for no reason. Got in a wreck, y'all on the side of the road to fix the bumper. And you get a car to your brother, Threat, and you go home and go to sleep. That ain't even what really happened. And you failed to mention that you had Lil D in the car with you. What it sound like to me, you took somebody with you to go shoot this nigga shit up and end up killing the nigga Donovan Nut Thomas because you got tired of looking over your shoulders. And then y'all niggas try to get away because y'all niggas was scared and y'all end up crashing that shit. You end up crashing because you was driving. You said this. And they got it on camera. That's what it sound like to me. And you panicked. Your story was very convincing until now. You had to know this. You had to know this. And like I kept saying, since I've been making content about this situation, bro, they was rope-a-doping you the whole time. They killing two birds with one stone. They tried to. But I don't think it's going to work. I think it's working in Thug's favor because he got the best lawyers and he got so many other people on the defense. So I'm thinking it ain't just Brian Steele taking up for Thug. It's everybody else. Against you and the prosecutors. Fannie Willis. They ain't even really been in the court like that. And they're going to be very angry that y'all wasted their time with this. Because the fish y'all wanted to get is going to be Thug, but y'all ain't going to get Thug. Don't sound like to me. Yeah, y'all going to get some time out of him. And y'all already got some money out of him that he had to spend with the state. To get his lawyer and all of that. But I don't think y'all going to get too much out of him. The one y'all know who did this, y'all don't want him because he's not a big fish. Y'all want that name for yourself. But who he is, now he popular. So getting him is going to be a big fish. I mean, you can't really feel bad for niggas, but it's like, bro, I understand, like, damn. And you finally got to the point where you were living it up, and that's about to come crashing down. And I hate to say it, but you can only bring on yourself, and ain't nobody but you that did this. Because you ain't think they were gonna use Thug name, but they could have used Thug name, and they did. And he can get found guilty for something that he ain't had nothing to do with. You wouldn't have cared. And even if you would have cared, Thug still would have been locked up. You wouldn't come out and say, "No, that's wrong, man. I really didn't kill it." You ain't gonna do that. You would have just let that man rot in jail. Even though he showed you love, showed your people love, all that. Looked out for y'all. You did this. I understand people change. But back in the day, you were worse than 6ix9ine. You were 6ix9ine Jr. And well, I don't even want to compare this with 6ix9ine because y'all got to understand 6ix9ine was an actor. He wasn't no real gangster. Them niggas said it. But you try to play like you was a real gangster. And you talking. And now it's looking sad, bro. You wrecked that car because you always trying to help him get away. You really think that they gonna believe the same car that was in the murder of Donovan Nut Thomas? Your brother had a beef with him, so you wrecked the car. Y'all put the bumper back on, but the car's wrecked. So you, after you get your brother Threat the car, you gonna tell me that you went home and went to sleep and they went to go kill Donovan Nut by themselves without you? Really? If anybody believe that, you might need to be in there with this nigga. Real talk. And it's like, what, day 120 of this YSL RICO case? They expected this case to last till March of next year. But I don't think it's going to last that long. I really don't. I really don't. I tell Thug, hold your head, pause, man, because you've been keeping it solid and can't nobody say nothing about you when you win this case, my nigga. You're going to be more popular than you was. Way, way, way more popular than you ever was. Because you kept it solid. And your first day out going to really be phenomenal first day out. You need to have your album, you need to be already thinking, if I'm winning, this the album I'm coming out with type shit. You need to go ahead and be writing that, which you probably is. Because this it's look like a dub for Thug. And I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. I don't think I am. There's too much evidence that's leading back to YSL. Like that, I don't be called. Nah, I be called now, cause I'm good. I got the bubble gut. It looking like you and your brother them try to damn annihilate this nigga Nut and his brother and them, and y'all did. Cause Threat killed, by the way. Threat was murdered, by the way, for those that don't know. They want Woody, but they can't get Woody because all the eyes is on Woody. But you gotta know, if they don't lock Woody up, the prosecutors didn't already know what the ops gonna do to Woody. Once this trial is over and they ain't got the eyes on him as much, they're gonna clap him. So it's almost to the point, like, what you prefer? Because eventually they're just gonna come out to this, bro. They breaking you down. You try to come and trial all day, they doing the wear and tear on your body and all that. They doing this on purpose. They're gonna make you fold under pressure. You're gonna tell. You already did. Free Thug until his back was, man. But that's all I have for y'all. Leave a comment down below. Let me know how y'all feel. Like, for real though, this world keeps showing me every day. Every day. And y'all, what I always say, love each other. Till next time, yours truly, HeartBreak. What's good, Late Bloomer gang? It's yours truly, HeartBreak Ace. Now, I don't know about y'all, but for me personally, since I could remember as a kid, I've been a geek and a nerd when it comes to technology. Now, I got to have the latest trends. I got to have the nice cameras, all of that, all the essentials for podcasting, especially making these videos to give y'all with high quality audio and visuals. I only go to one place, and of course, y'all know that's Amazon. Amazon got everything you need. Everything from A to Z, literally. And you know, they got a lot of good prices. Some things are pricey, but you don't have to get that. You know what I mean? I know people be on a budget a lot. We got bills to pay. We got to take care of our kids. We got an everyday lifestyle. I get it. So I made a list for y'all. Must have for content creators, for beginners or pros. Just simply go on my channel, hit the link like I'm showing you in this video, and see if it's something that you might like. I'm pretty sure you will. Especially if you want to look good like I do on these videos. Nah, I'm just joking with y'all, man. But you know, man, as always, show love. Show love to each other. It's yours truly. Till next time, it's HeartBreak.